How's it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean, and welcome back to another Cyberpunk frame-by-frame video. Sorry I couldn't upload yesterday. I've been busy with some other YouTube shenanigans. However, today we do have V's apartment and the apartment building which follows after she leaves her apartment. We did this in that same live stream, so if you want the full live stream, you can go check that back. It's on a few videos back in the channel. I'm planning on doing another live stream as soon as I can to further that, this frame by frame series that we're doing. And not every single thing in V's apartment was actually dissected, so I apologize about that. But at that point, the stream was getting upwards of like an hour long, so it is what it is. But there's still a lot of good stuff here. I think you'll like it, and I guess we'll go ahead and roll the clip. All right, so I love how that first door that just lets you know that entire complex that whole entire floor is nothing but a scaver floor, and that old lady is probably like the only person living on that floor, totally oblivious to everything going on around her, or very at least hush hush. They came out of that first door that they went in, or that they went past that first time. So.
Now, I had something real fine too.
Roof, resident, or lobby? There's still more residences, right? So where are you at?
How about you?
Floor 12?
Why not? Probably blow it all on booze in 3 days.
Talking about somebody else, Jack. More than a contact combat.
I wonder if you can upgrade the patches on your own jacket yourself. Alright, booty warning, guys. Booty warning. It's coming up. The clap of the cheeks is about to happen. Full moon tonight. Night City, Free State of North California, 3 days later. So it has a timeline arc to it.
Cyberpunk is a mature, visceral experience, and as such.
Now what? Like, I love this scene because it shows that he's obviously either just a hookup or a joy boy, right? A guy she just spent like Jackie just said, spend your eddies on the guy, right? So get a joy boy over for the night. There you go. That's probably what happened. And if she even picked up a guy, he just they just did their thing and went on. That's normal. But she's not from Night City, so a lot of this stuff isn't as normal to her, maybe, possibly. So, maybe she's really looking to settle down, but her reckless lifestyle always gets in the way, and she knows that, so she's just more frustrated with that fact than the fact that this guy isn't staying around, even though she looks disappointed in her facial features. But notice her apartment. There's not much going on. There's a desk, there's a bed. That's about it. She has a little closet area where she keeps her guns, and a little Night City. It's the most, and also more kitties, more kitty cats, little charms. You have a Spanish skull, but kibble is food, because most people eat kibble. Believe it or not, it's not dog food; it's human food, and it's a cheap alternative because most people can't afford to have fully functioning stoves, full apartments in Night City. A lot of people can't, so a lot of people eat at stalls, in the regular day.
Interactions with the game world, and as you just saw, it's people.
And don't worry, guys, we won't be doing the full gameplay. Let me go ahead and say that real quick. We won't be doing the full gameplay on this first run. We'll be doing like the first 10, 15 minutes of it. But we're pretty much doing it frame by frame, So, to do the full 48 minutes would take forever. So we're going to break this up into parts, just so you guys know that. We're probably like 3/4 of the way through the live stream. Johnny Silverhand. Okay, now, there's been a lot of hot contest about this. Johnny Silverhand, been a year since he went on his last ride. In wrestling, there's a wrestler, goes by the name of The Undertaker. A lot of old school name is Mark Callison. Anyway, he has a signature move called The Last Ride. The Last Ride, Undertaker's whole shtick is, he's the Undertaker. He's the Reaper. He's the guy who's going to put you under, right? Gives you a last ride. That's your last ride ever. And also in motorcycle culture and biker culture, Harley Davidson culture, 1% culture, there's you know, whenever a guy dies and that motorcycle gang, that club, they will do a lap around town, and that'll be that guy's last ride. See what I'm saying? You know, in Red Dead Redemption, whenever Arthur Morgan has spoilers, whenever Arthur Morgan has to go back to confront Dutch and Micah, the mission's literally called Arthur's Last Ride, and it's literally his last ride till he dies, right? So that's what that means, guys. Don't get it twisted. If Johnny Silverhand is still alive, this is a misdirect. So they're clearly indicating that he is dead. In the net, maybe somehow a cyber ghost, or he is alive and they just don't want you to know it. It's a misdirect. So just know that that is what a last ride freaking means. I don't care what anybody says. Alright, but let's, where was the okay, right here we got Spunky Monkey, we got Felice, is that what it says? Anyways, so your order 530. She's got Eddie's. Everything's on. Like, we got Joy Boys, girls, meals, brain dance. You can order your own brain dance. All these. I love this. I love this. You can order everything from your own house, man. I love it.
Johnny Silverhand, been loose since we went on this last ride. All you gunks sitting in the afterlife nursing that scotch.
See, that's the extent. That's your bathroom, right? That's it. That's where the guy came from. You don't really have a kitchen. It's just, it is what it is, man.
Obviously has some money to burn.
I love how your windows are freaking TV screen. That just kind of, you know, you don't have to buy a TV screen to windows that, man.
Hey, sup, V? Look, I need to talk to you. Got news as big as my balls.
And I got a hot date with my Ripper Doc.
Come on, now make that dock wait. Pull some pants on your culo and get down here. Subway entrance. Bring your iron.
See right here, it says you have new messages. It's showing Lizzie Wizzy on screen. That's constantly been showed around. So Lizzie, there's a big Chrome rocker group, some kind of big shindig. Chrome. There's like a what is it, like kind of like the Oscars, but it's like a Chrome. I don't know. There's something going on with that. And you see in that 2-minute trailer where the car goes by and you see like the two punk skater kids sitting down on the concrete cement. That's actually Lizzie Wizzy's car going to that group, that event, whatever it is, you know, that you see here.
Okay, Jackie has just told us that he has some big news for us.
Okay, we got explore your apartment, put on your jacket, pick up your gun, check an email from your Ripper Doc, meet Jackie downstairs, visit the doc, go see your Ripper Doc. Okay.
And we have an appointment with our...
Breaking news, death at Lizzie Wizzy concert. So, that was the concert I was talking about. Yeah. So, and also looking down here, you have current environment, night. So, I don't know if like, because we're going to click morning and it's going to show morning. So, what if you're like, you can go all day long and just make it seem like it's night, or brain dance and have something totally different. I don't know. Like, this little panel right here, there's a lot going on, man, and I don't even know. So, Zeta Tech, not house something. It's a Zeta Tech corporation. All right, let's go.
Ripper Doc today. Before we leave, let's take a good look around our apartment. Good.
All right, we got Caliente, we got Feel the Chemistry, Driven, another Driven. See, that's one thing I don't like is when they duplicate too many billboards too close together. Like, it seems like there's a third one there, you know. It's a little too much, you know. Even in New York, you're going to have that many repeating billboards back to back to back to back to back. So I do understand that they're trying to give that feel of the neon drenched lights, you know. But I hope it's just not these huge billboards. I hope it's just not the same 10 reposted through the entire city, which I don't think it will be. I think it's just you know, work in progress, and so they just had to get them out there. And you know, I feel like a lot of these can just be interchangeable, changed up at will. Also, look, there seems to be like a gap inside this building, possibly for aerodyne use. Also, limit There's the space shuttle, orbital air looking type of thing. Crystal Palace maybe off in the background there. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Morning, night city.
Oh, we also see the Aerodyne parked out here, which means that V lives somewhere close around. She's in Watson, so Watson's kind of like a lower poor area, but obviously Aerodynes are popping in and out, so I don't know what that means, you know? I have no clue.
The song on the radio is by Rocker Boy.
Alright, we see... I wonder if you can actually sit on this couch and just kind of look at your stuff. What is that like? Is that a food, or is it like a game of some sort? Like a checkers, you know, in the dark future? There's a whole bunch of stuff. Looks like a whole bunch of ornaments. Really just looking lived in. I don't know if you're actually able to place all this stuff, move all this stuff, or just kind of like static items that are there, depending on the apartment you get, right? But there's a pillow on the floor. There's lights on the steps. The steps are like a purple and pink zebra pattern. How much customization are you going to be able to have in your own house? Hopefully a lot. But if it just comes as is, it's still kind of cool. I hope it changes up with each apartment, though.
It's part of our creative process to draw inspiration from the pen and paper system.
There's your computer.
By Mike Pondsmith.
Got some clothes over there. Notice there's not a kitchen. I keep saying that, but I have to sell that. There's not a kitchen, and that's for a reason. We got repeating those Spanish skulls again.
Let's go grab our
a few china bowls, which I don't understand why. Boxing gloves. I just feel like a lot of these are static items that would be there in any apartment, or maybe you'd be able to just switch up what's on there. Hopefully, I really hope that that's something that would be cool. That's something to do. Like, it's not necessarily a mini game, but there's like many little things, mini game aspects that distract you from the overall gameplay and add depth of the game. And I think being able to edit and design your own apartment to a certain extent would be cool. I don't know if that's a thing, but I like to speculate that that's so. I would hope. Also, how fucking badass is this closet, dudes? Like, who just... Dude, like, my even in-house studio isn't nowhere near as cool. It's literally 4 white walls, a desk, and a freaking computer. And look at this. Like, does this come built in? Like, because we know that V is somewhat new to the solo world, new to Night City. She's coming up in the world. He or she is coming up in the world and got just completed the first big contract. But that doesn't explain this and how you got the money to afford this and where you came from to afford this. And it also makes me wonder if, depending on what you pick, will your home like at the beginning, of whether you pick Corporal God or Johnny Silverhand or Morgan Blackhand as your inspirations. I wonder if that will kind of create your backstory and where you come from. Like if you come from wealth or if you come from grit and grime, you know what I mean, poverty. I don't know, but this is not explained really. How somebody could have this awesome of a safe room, you know what I mean, for somebody who seemingly is just pretty modest and doesn't have a shit ton of money, but doesn't have, you know, we've seen it have like 500 eddies. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Hey, Mr. Nay, what's up? How's it going? What you doing? You hanging out? Hanging out with us? Head Splitter. Man, everybody up in here today. Yeah, I would love if we could all sit back and watch TV like that too. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Just to sit back and like, or just see somebody else's brain dance on the TV. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue to go. Let's continue.
Okay. We'll take V's trusty pistol.
Woo, Samurai. New Orleans, May 30th. Okay, hold on. Hold on here.
Pistol.
Recoil, speed, range. Okay. We got you. We see that. Alright, Samurai. Oh, come on, get your gun out of the way, V. 31st of May, New Orleans. I wonder... So, okay, so we know that it's a few days later and it's, what, April right now, right? March, April, May. So that means Samurai Kara Aerodyne could be going to New Orleans, which technically is a city on sticks, believe it or not, because it is flooded in our actual but still yet sort of alternate world of Night City or Cyberpunk, right? So if they're going to New Orleans in May, is Carrie Aerodyne and them still in Night City, or is this an old poster? Huh. I wonder if May 31st might mean anything. No, probably not. Anyway.
And also
Chipping in.
Since Cyberpunk.
All right. So this is an uncommon. It increases street cred, leveling speed by 5%, physical resistance 30, thermal resistance 30, EMP resistance 30, chemical resistance 30. So think about that, guys. Think about that. These are just regular clothes, right? And each clothes has certain stats. So armor is not a thing. Clothes is your armor. And it makes sense because all of this new technology would be also implemented into your clothing, right? So let's continue. Alright, we got the jacket.
It is used to unlock new vendors and content.
You see the trash is off in the corner? So
Throughout Night City. Alright, let's go meet Jack. V's current apartment is located.
We got the guy from Wally.
inside a Megabuilding.
Also, I've done a video about this before, some of the things that people miss in the gameplay, and you see these shoes right here. It's a pair of Converse up here, and that is very California to have shoes thrown around like power line poles and stuff like that, which these are kind of like juts out, which holds power lines. So that's a very, very, very good touch by CD Projekt Red. Very good touch that most people wouldn't even think to put in.
A huge building complex that forms a micro-society of its own. In this,
we got El Dorado Pawn Shop down here. We got just people down off on this. I wonder if you can get down here and just talk to these people, you know, explore every little bit of this. That'd be so cool. Extract trauma team advertisement. Elevators going up and down this huge mega building. The ACs. The air conditionings, man. I love it.
Familiar, but entirely surprising.
Tingu.
As an example, in this world, people pay with eddies.
Yes, people pay with eddies. We know
Euro
this.
dollars. We make sure to root
Street
every
vendor.
detail in the world's.
NCPD, open up. Nobody's going to care about the NCPD, man. Y'all are just like for formalities only, man. We know who runs the show. All right. Quick or be dead. So we're going to go through this point up until the next elevator. I wonder if you can go up to this person right here and just push them off. I wonder if you can just push them off. And then the Night City PD guy would turn around and react to that. You know what I mean? I wonder if that's a thing. I wonder if you have that much freedom. Just push this motherfucker off. Oh my god, that'd be so awesome. And these mega buildings kind of look like Judge Dredd, really, to a certain extent, don't they? Yeah. So, and also, you'll see a bunch of trash. You'll see a bunch of reflections for water puddles. You'll see, like, I guess where, like, a crime happened and there's some caution tape. All this stuff is just icing on the cake for me. I love all this stuff. All the piping and stuff like that. All these nice little assets that they've added into the game is wonderful. Wonderful. What is this? I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try. But I want to go into that building. I want to go into here. Sorry if y'all heard that. But I want to go into here. I want to do everything. But I can't. And this guy just keeps walking right past everything.
It's believable.
Just go on in there, man. Go on in there. Look, someone's coming away from there. Go. Ooh, what is that? I don't know what this is. I guess it's like a fighting type of advertisement. You got more advertisements over here. You got trash, NC resident. You got a 2-for-1. Megam Market. And I wonder if all these markets and stuff like that's going to be repeated in other buildings. Like all these street vendors are going to be repeated a lot. I hope not. I hope every area has like a certain sort of unique vendors, and that would be simple as just changing up the artwork around it. They can be the same sort of stall, you know. Still, I like it a lot.
A big part of our art.
Now, the thing is, let's see how it says Slacker and there's NC Resident. Now, whenever it pops up somebody's name, it stands out like a sore thumb. I do not like that. Now, I do understand that whenever you have something popping up over their names like that, it makes sense. It is in there for the immersion, right? You don't know that person, so it's Night City Resident. You don't know that guy's name. If you know somebody's name, you know, it'll pop up their name because it's just, I don't know, it just seems like it sticks out of the sore thumb. So anybody important will be very apparent, you know what I mean? You can't really stumble upon anybody who might be important because I'll have their name right there, and if you might not have encountered them, but V knows who they are apparently, you know, or she doesn't, and it's like a Night City Resident. I don't know. I'm just not sold on that 100% yet.
Is having a world that is interactive.
It's just like it says Jock, you know. It's just Jock,
Here,
you know.
a generic ad has morphed into an advertisement specifically tailored to V, informing her of the nearest vendor.
Chrome body advertisement, Second Amendment, which is like a store, a gun store.
It shows us where to find some Nicola soda.
Mall rat, junkie, Nika Cola dispenser, cowboy guy over here. Let's pop over to this guy. Like, boom, right here. Militech RKD, Arasaka Ronin, HS8, Teo KK68. Oh man, some of these guns are like the guns you would see on the V's wall that she doesn't have like a gun there for, but there's like a mold for it. So that's kind of cool. V, you're old 45. It's ready. You can come pick it up. Like, why don't you pick it up?
This is Wilson, one of Night.
All right, so immediately right here it says V's got a gun, which is, you know, another quest log. I would have went in there just because why not? It's right there, Wilson guns, stuff like that. But I understand they're doing it for the gameplay. This is right here. It says warning: all activities are recorded, so you can't just go in there shooting things up. You know, like Trauma Team will be on your ass in a heartbeat. I'm sure he's probably a Trauma Team member. Also, see these people walking up the stairs, going off into a different area. We get to see more repeating advertisements again. But overall, it's just every screenshot, every scene, every snippet really just looks really well done. The grates are kind of a little off, but you know, it's just there's so much going on that you really can't hate on anything, and especially to know it's a work in progress, man. Like mind freaking blown, dude. But Wilson, you see what it says, Wilson. Like he sticks out like a sore thumb. He really does. If it was just Night City Resident, then you just happen to upon him, talk to him. Oh hi, I'm Wilson. You know, so I wonder if there's any gameplay before that mission that you do that I've already commentated over. Which explains all these people and why you know them, you know what I mean? Obviously you have some sort of back history with Wilson, you know him, you've talked to him or something like that. But this lady over here could just say Night City Resident, he would say Wilson. He stands out like a sore thumb. I would like it to where if you meet these people, you get to know their name and then their name pops up above them. Otherwise, how would you know?
We won't be checking his wares.
Yeah, the bathrobe guy and the socks. Yeah, for sure. He's a beast. He's a beast. Right here, this is really cool. Even the extra advertisements that's just in here is really cool. Yeah, okay, so we got services, apartments, parking, lobby. I like that a lot. I wonder how much of the parking is freaking explorable, and like the apartments. I wonder if you click apartments here in this elevator, if it takes you to a whole host of different apartments that might be different from your own, or if it just takes you right back to your door. I don't know. But right now you're at the current apartments floor, so services. I don't know, services. Something like your landlord.
A bustling metropolis located on the coast.
Marsala Studios. We have Softies.
State of North California. It's a dystopian city.
Seems like every level is like its own little world. See right here, that just lets you know how high up you are. Like we was up there talking to Wilson as if we just come down and we're still like on a solid floor, solid foundation. Maybe not that high up in the air. You know what I mean? Maybe a few stories, maybe 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe even 20 stories up. No. You're so much higher than that. And you see how explorable that area was? Imagine every single level in between. Imagine a certain amount of explorability for almost every single level going up and down, right? Yeah. Now look, here's even a fucking highway just in the middle of all these mega buildings. Like, that's, yeah, that's how high up you are, and that's how vertical this world is, dudes.
We are working hard to make Night City a fully realized, seamless open world.
Sorry, Wilson.
No loading screens. Currently.
No loading screens. Currently. No loading screens, for sure.
Watson.
What? Junk is very good. Very strong signal. Transmission good. Like, he's trying to really sell him something, man. Automatically. Now, okay. Full disclosure, this frame right here is where we're going to be leaving it, guys. Let me just get this door opened up here.
Former industrial district.
Bam. Alright, so there's so much to be seen here already. But let's go ahead and go through this, and then we'll wrap up this live stream for the most part. Explain what we're going to be doing with the rest of the gameplay later on, because there's going to be more live streams to come, and we've been doing this frame by frame, and we will do the full 48-minute gameplay. I'm not going to sit here for 12 hours with you guys doing it. We're going to break it up over time. So we already have Magani over here. We have random Night City residents, all seemingly a little bit differently dressed, which is very good news. We have our first look at one of the monks over here. You'll see in our next live stream, we'll see the monks down the road here a little bit. You see a person kind of leaning on the bar over here. And you see just even more people just trying to panhandle you. I love it a lot. I really do. I really do. So let me know what you guys are thinking about this live stream, about this frame by frame thing. You know, I wanted to do this live stream today just to kind of, I don't know, get some live interaction on the channel, just because for some reason every single time I upload a Cyberpunk video, I lose 2 or 3 subscribers and gain 1 or 2. And I understand that, you know, I have a dinosaur channel from a year back, you know, but all those videos are privated. And if anybody who is watching this is one of my old dino subs, give my Cyberpunk stuff a chance, you know, or if you unsubscribe, I completely understand. But this is the focus. This is where we're going to be going, guys, and I hope this stuff kind of starts to pick up for us, because I am super pumped for this game, and I'm so steeped in this lore that I'm so into it now that I can't not be into it. You know what I mean? And I hate for my channel to not start to do a little well by E3. Just because I like this community, and I want this to be something that we can actually start chewing on, especially live streams like this, frame by frame live streams. That is just awesome. That is awesome. And for CD Projekt Red to have so much into this game, even just look at the yellow lines right here that start the elevator. That's how you know you're entering and coming out the elevator. These yellow lines, they're kind of faded where people walk a lot. You know, that makes sense. It makes sense. Alright, so there you have it. We learned a lot of cool stuff about that. There's a lot of stuff that goes into insight, a lot of speculation we could possibly do, and I don't know, I just think it's really kind of cool just to think about all the possibilities of your own apartment, and then all the dichotomy and all the immersion of the apartment building, the mega building that you're in and watching. It's insane, man. It's insane. So, you know, if you ever pick fleas off your dog and throw them into your used barbecue cup because you're all out of chicken fries, make sure you like and subscribe. Until next time, piss off.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made her leave with me. Conversation and Hennessy. I've been to the motherfucking mountaintop.